It's Dominique, and what I'm making this morning, I'm going to make some apple danishes or apple pastries, and my son is with me helping out. So what I already did was I took a package of puff pastry and I let it thaw out for about 10 minutes or so. You can work with completely frozen puff pastry. It's not that difficult to cut. You can use a small knife and it still works fine. I just find I get a little nervous when I'm folding it. So I let it thaw for about 10 to 15 minutes. And these two pieces I did not cut. And these little ones I just cut in half. And then what I did was I made little slits in the small ones, and in the bigger ones I made almost like a V, but I did not cut all the way through. And you'll hopefully see why. What I'm going to do is I made 4 to 5 slits going diagonally inwards like a letter V. There we go, like a letter V. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these sections in, and the little ones I'm only going to fold across and pinch down. And what will happen is as it bakes, the slits that I made, even though you can't see much, just little cuts, the apple, cinnamon, and brown sugar and nutmeg will ooze out a bit, so that'll be nice. So just preheat your oven. This stuff bakes at 225 degrees Celsius. Just follow the package directions that you have. So I'm going to try and do this single-handedly. We'll see how it goes. Okay, try this one. So as you can see, it's very flexible and doughy right now. I'm just going to fold it in half. You can leave both ends open if you want, or close one or close both. Totally up to you. And you don't want to squeeze too hard because it is a puff pastry, it will thicken. And this is not that messy, surprisingly. And there's lots of butter in these frozen pastry sheets. But I do bake, or I try to bake using parchment paper on the tray, just to prevent any sticking or anything from being burnt too much. And these make great snacks, great party food, and you can fill them with anything. It doesn't have to be a sweet filling. I just bought a little tub of apple marmalade at the store, and I'm using that. You want to use something thick. The only problem with jam or jellies is that they're very watery, so you have to be careful and make sure you get something more like a marmalade, something very, very thick. And what I'll do is I'll post a picture of the finished product on my blog, which you can find the link below, because as we already know, I do not work very well with movie editing programs. So this one here, and these two as well. The reason why I made these, the V-shaped cuts as well, is so I can tell the difference between those and these ones. I made those ones sugar-free for my son, and these ones are regular. So what you're going to do is, one at a time, fold it down. I don't know how pretty this will actually look. I was just trying to be creative. It's supposed to somewhat look like a French braid, but we'll see how that turns out. So yeah, other fillings you can use, other fruit flavor. You could use real berries, and I was thinking of trying it with fresh strawberries or blueberries drizzled in chocolate. Maybe I'll do that when the berries are in season again here in Finland. As well, there's savory fillings. You could do spinach and some sort of cheese. Or you could do meat, like ham and cheese. All kinds of options. So this isn't looking as pretty as I thought, but that's okay. I think maybe I'll try it again with thinner slices and not so much filling, and try and make it look like a French braid a little bit more, but that's okay. Plus, I'm only doing this with one hand. You don't need a lot of effort with these. Hello. You telling everybody how yummy these are? Yeah. So finish folding up your pastries. As you can see, my son's trying to get ahead of me here and try and eat them. Yummy, yummy pastries. No, 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 no. Don't touch. So, according to the package I have, I'll bake these for 15 minutes, and that should be good enough. Another very pretty option is if you have a square and you make diagonal cuts and then fold half of the triangle only, you can make them shaped like flowers, which is a very traditional Christmas treat here in Finland, and they use a plum jam, plum filling. It's pretty tasty, and they dust it with icing sugar, and they're only sold at Christmas time, but they sell these puff pastries in the frozen section regularly, so you can make it whenever you want. Definitely not as pretty as I wanted it, but that's okay. This one. No, 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 no. Let's leave that there. And you can always fill the inside with, as I mentioned, maybe apples or something that goes with cheese, something savory, and then sprinkle the cheese on the outside. I think would be really great. No, please don't pick the pastry. I'm just going to cheat. Just close it up like that. Curious babies are very dangerous things sometimes. Okay. Alright, so that is how you make a puff pastry, apple puff pastry. Put this in the oven according to package directions, let them cool off, and then enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.